I will start with the Maslow's theory of basic needs. So first we look for the physiological needs. And before they are fulfilled, you cannot move for the higher needs. Thereafter, long training for 4 years in Anandyatra. And that shaped me from a soldier to an officer. Is equal to MC square. Basically, the manifestation and unmanifestation of Prakriti is what we experience. We don't experience the unmanifestation. We experience first the mass or the matter. And after experiencing it, after doing various kind of sadhana and all, we start realizing that energy is also there.
Energy and light too.
Yes, they say that if you can learn 4 Vedas, then go for it. If you can't, then at least learn the Upanishads. If you can't, then at least learn the 10 important Upanishads. Even if you don't have time for that, then at least go to Bhagavad Gita and learn it from a learned person. Like how you perform when you don't like something.
Yeah, that's
how do you
what
do things. And in that, a very famous quote is written everywhere. That mushkil waqt commando sir.
Okay.
When going gets tough, the tough gets going.
To Siachen also?
Not exactly to that, but yes, I've been to high altitude, so that was enough for me to understand it. And it was the most, you can say, the very close posting to me, which I always want to have, because at that place only I could continue my sadhana uninterrupted. and we did not have any guru, because it is difficult after joining army. There are guru and guru only.
So many people help you.
Those are the guru who teach you in a harder way.
Welcome to Anandyatra podcast, Journey to Bliss, Yatra Anand. We all know like we need some security to get guarded on our borders, and today we have with us Major Kamal Singh with us, and today he is going to explore and take us to his journey of how he got up into that army life and started traveling from there and came to the life of spirituality and yoga. Today, like we are sitting in Svyasa, and from Svyasa he is continuing his journey to MSc in yoga. So sir, welcome to you on this platform of Anandyatra. Yes. So I hope how you are feeling, sir.
Yes, the environment itself in Svyasa is very soothing, calming, and it's already so spiritual that learning becomes easy.
Great. And let me tell you that this podcast is all about the life of sir and how he journeyed from, as I already told you, and this platform is all about Anandyatra, and we all are searching for Ananda in our life.
Yeah.
But somewhere it's possible like we are not able to get that, we get frustrated in our life, and we will today try to explore like how you got that Ananda, because I can see in your face, in your body language, and I'm also being with you for like few days, so that is like a experience with you of Ananda.
Yes.
So today we will try to explore and we will go into your journey, and I will speak less and I will give you more chance because this is all about you. Okay, so let's go with that. I want you to explain a little bit about you, how your journey began, and how you came into that army life.
Okay. Yeah, so it is very simple in life, and I will start with the Maslow's theory of basic needs. So first we look for the physiological needs, and before they are fulfilled, you cannot move for the higher needs. So yes, there was a need for that, and after my 12th, I was around 17 and a half years old. I tried for a recruitment rally and I got through it. And after joining army, then I realized that there is a scope for career progression.
Okay.
And I started preparing for that. Preparation was a long process. So I got through it in 2010. I cleared the exam and SSB. Thereafter, long training for 4 years in Anandyatra. And that shaped me from a soldier to an officer.
Okay.
And thereafter, I started my career in infantry battalion. Thereafter, life was full of learnings, both in professional field and spirituality as such was when I started my career in army. At that time, probably there was a tinge of spirituality which I had.
Okay.
And I remember the incident, how it started. I just finished my 12th and I was watching television, and at that time there used to be a program at around 7 o'clock in the evening on which Osho used to speak.
Okay.
So it was coincidence that I was watching TV and that time only that program was coming. So he was talking, and I don't exactly remember what was he talking, but I remember that the way he was expressing things,
true.
they somewhere connected with my thought process. So yes, that was the start point. Thereafter I started following him, all his magazines, all his books. I just went through all discourses. I tried to get access to it, and that actually gave me a lot of clarity in life. Because till 12th, if you see, the age is 17, 18,
Definitely.
you have no idea about life. You may have some idea about your career, job, profession, that's it.
True.
But what is beyond that, you don't have any idea. So that idea I got from there. So then I started it. Thereafter, slowly the career progression was also there. I was blessed to have all these successes in life.
Okay.
And it was like whatever I thought of to have, I started having it. I don't know what was the reason behind it.
True.
Yes, some hard work, some blessing, everything was getting, converging to my success. So that's how. And thereafter, initially I started with meditations.
And sorry for interruption. Like this was happening when you were like already admitted to army, or like you were in army also, and these things are also going simultaneously.
They were also going simultaneously. I was at some places where I used to find time.
Okay.
So I used to utilize that time for meditation, mostly meditation and reading the books. So that's how it continued. And thereafter, following the career and postings here and there, left, right, in fields, in peace. So thereafter, many other authors were also there who shaped this journey into this place.
Okay.
So like after Osho, I read Jiddu Krishnamurti also, and many other self-help books also I tried. I was never aware about the authors and all.
Okay.
So I just used to see the title of the book. If it used to match with
Connect
my
with
curiosity,
me, then you go with that.
If it is connected, then I used to pick it up and then just start studying. So somehow doing this, that, I was continuously doing meditations. It was not uninterrupted. It was interrupted always.
Okay.
So I was finding that there was no breakthrough. So sometimes you feel that that calmness is coming.
True.
That subtleness is coming. But that breakthrough, that where you feel that you have reached that place and you are not going beyond it. So that started happening.
Stagnation may come, like you are doing again and again, but you have experienced that, now you are not going farther.
Yes. So then I realized that studying books, reading all those literature which is available is not going to help. It is only that you sit. If you learn to sit, everything starts happening.
Okay.
But for that also you need time and space. Both things are required. So sometimes time was a problem, sometimes space.
Correct.
So then I realized of late, around 2 years back, that there should be some systematic approach to learning.
True.
And that was why, because we are Indians, and India as such is a rich spiritual land. And I am from Himachal, so it is itself called Devbhumi.
Yeah.
So there all the vibes and everything is gifted to me. So then I thought of doing some study in this. So that's how I started looking for the universities which can offer me in distance mode, because it is not possible to be a regular student.
Correct.
So that's how I came to know about Svyasa, and I called them. They told me that you have to come here for PCP, personal contact programs and exams, which take almost your half of the month.
True.
So then I decided, yes, I'll go for it. So I then YIC yoga instructor course being the mandatory
prerequisite. Before going further, like I want you to, like, those who don't know what Svyasa is, can you tell a little bit about what Svyasa is like? Because you have already searched about this and you were like searcher for that.
So Svyasa is a university where we are right now sitting.
Okay.
And this university is fantastic if you want to learn the yogic way of life. That is first thing. Basically, it is based on the therapy concept.
True.
And other things like doing MSc, BSc in yoga, and VNYS, naturopathy and yoga, and all these courses are run here. Many people from other parts of the world also come here, and distance mode is also offered. The people are here who are doing in a regular mode also. So the campus is huge, and we are also sitting in the corner of the campus, and the vibe is very good. The chancellor Guruji H.R. Nagendraji. So people can search for him. He is not to be briefed about, because he is very famous personality.
True.
So it was my need, and I was not aware about Svyasa. I just came here, took admission and started my yoga instructor course. So yes, that took me 3 months to complete. Thereafter I started my MSc. And now today we are in 3rd semester.
And when I also came here, like the YIC course that they made,
Yeah.
I find that so structured,
Yes.
so full of knowledge.
Yes.
And you were saying about Guruji,
Yeah.
and what I find specific about this is all scientific.
True. Yes.
And
because
as
he worked in NASA also.
NASA also.
And from there he Svyasa.
Yeah, Svyasa, NASA to Svyasa, definitely.
Yes.
And what is like, he's a scientist himself.
Yeah.
He did research, like
Yes.
all those techniques, like you don't find in anywhere else.
Very true.
Here you are finding those are all research based.
Yeah.
Like MSRT, and then like instant relaxation
Yes.
technique, cyclic
Yes.
meditation. He himself
True.
did that.
Even the concept of E is equal to MC square I learned here.
True.
Though I was aware, because I'm from science background, so
Okay.
I was aware, but how to conceptualize it, how
Okay.
to realize it in the real life. So I realize it here.
So I want you to let us also know what you realized.
Okay, so for example, in 1st semester we started with basic subjects like Veda, Upanishad and Darshan, and then yoga, philosophy and health. So we learned there the Panchakosha model, which start from Annamaya Kosha, then Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha and Anandamaya Kosha. It has a long study behind it. It is not just that I narrated it and it happened. No. So it started from Bhrigu and Varuna's story.
Yeah.
So we will not take that much of time to emphasize, but
Okay.
yes, that is one aspect of yoga on which almost all the things are based. So now comes the concept of E is equal to MC square. Basically, the manifestation and unmanifestation of Prakriti is what we experience. We don't experience the unmanifestation. It is manifested Prakriti which is around us. So Sankhya philosophy says that there is Prakriti and there is Purusha. So from Purusha Vishesha comes the Purusha. And Purusha is present, then Prakriti will manifest. And from the balance of 3 gunas, the unbalance will happen and it will come to manifested form. So how and where was the Prakriti when it was unmanifested?
Correct.
So that is where the E is equal to MC square comes. It was in energy form.
Correct.
So energy is something for which you have to tune to that particular frequency to feel it.
True.
So we are material, we are in material world and we are having material body. So to see the world manifested, we need to see the matter.
True.
That is the M in the E is equal to MC square. So when energy converts to the matter, then this formula comes into play. So how we experience it is simply that when we are in this body, we experience first the mass.
True.
Or the matter. And after experiencing it, after doing various kind of sadhana and all, we start realizing that energy is also there.
Energy and light too.
Yes, that every form of energy is there. We are sitting on this these colors which are Vibgyor. The one very small part of this thing frequency band.
White light that is completely forming.
So that this is a very small part. So energy is huge. There are many frequencies in which this energy is divided.
True.
But we can only see a small part.
Correct.
So to vibrate ourselves at that level where we can realize that what is this E is the entire journey here.
Yes. And that's what sadhana is all about.
Yes. So that is how they have conceptualized, and that is the scientific approach.
Yes.
It is not that only you have taken the knowledge and you are just spreading it.
Yeah, blindly following that.
Yes.
It's more of, I also met Guruji, he was saying the same thing.
Okay.
We did the experiment, again read, experiment, again read, and that keeps on going.
Very
Still at the age of like, he's now 82, 81 years of age.
Yeah.
Still he is going the same way.
Full of energy.
That's what scientists.
True.
And the great one, Maharishi Patanjali ji,
Okay.
he was a greatest scientist as well.
Yes, we had, yes.
He-
So the Patanjali Yoga Sutra was the subject in second semester. So I went through all the sutras. So that is something which is concise knowledge, and to understand each sutra you need the deliberation from a learned person. So that is how it is. So that was the reason I joined this study, because I wanted to learn those things which people have already learned and given us in the form of Vedas.
True, true.
So, in a nutshell, the Vedantic study, they say that if you can learn 4 Vedas, then go for it. If you can't, then at least learn the Upanishads. If you can't, then at least learn the 10 important Upanishads.
Principal Upanishad.
Even if you don't have time for that, then at least go to Bhagavad Gita
True.
and learn it from a learned person.
True.
So at least that much we can do. And if we are not able to do that also, then just follow the lessons of it, like Karma Yoga is there,
Correct.
Bhakti Yoga is there. So that is the way India gives us all these things ready-made. Packages are there.
Yes.
So that's how I came here, and I really find that this is something worthwhile. And if somebody has got time, opportunity, must come and start doing the study, not only here but anywhere you can do, because we have everything available. It is just that your dedication is required.
Amazing, sir, amazing. So we are getting like, you are reaching at that like top.
Yeah.
Now we will take a return journey,
Sure.
and we would like to go to the life that you are living in that armed forces.
Okay.
And like, what are the challenges you are facing there? What life is there?
Yeah.
Like, if you can share us and take all the viewers to that journey, because all of us have that soldier within us.
Yes.
As we see in Bhagavad Gita also, that Pandavas and Kauravas.
Yeah.
Before coming here, I was also searching about that. Then I came to see that like in Vedas also we have that Dhanurvidya.
Yes.
So that warriorship is always been with us.
Yes.
To protect the spirituality also we need that.
True.
So I want to know like how those applications are applied there also. And what are challenges. If you can share some real insights and those experiences with all of us, then we will be feeling good about that.
Great. So that reminds me, in Bhagavad Gita, when we were studying Bhagavad Gita, then there comes a term that who are given the responsibility of our literature to protect our literature. So 2 Varnas, that is the Brahman Varna and Kshatriya Varna. The Kshatriya Varna is to protect it, protect the literature also.
True.
And the one who is studying it, spreading it.
At the same time.
And the Brahman Varna is to just protect it by learning it and keep that tradition
Spreading,
continue.
yes.
Spreading and continue that tradition. So being an armed forces, it is simply the role is very well defined, need not to dwell upon it. So how we function is already given in Bhagavad Gita. And
Amazing.
yes, so that is how we are supposed to act, and fortunately we are in a country where exactly it is happening the same way, that it is an instrument. Armed forces is an instrument which is used to prevail the democracy.
Amazing.
It is not like other countries where the military becomes everything.
True.
So again, we are professional soldiers. So difference between professional soldier and a hired soldier is this only, that we will work as per the charter of duty. We will not work as per our whims and fancies. So that is the major difference. And again, when we execute things, that Karma Yoga spirit comes into play, and that is how I take the lessons of Bhagavad Gita also, and I take the lesson from other things, like how you perform when you don't like something.
Yeah, that's
How do you
what
do
true.
things? Yes. So then it is simple. There are 3 important things in Karma Yoga. So first they say that you should have a Karan Buddhi or Karan Buddhi. So that says that whatever you are doing, you just become an instrument. Like I am using an axe to cut the tree. So axe does not decide whether to cut or not. I decide.
True.
Axe just cuts. And that Karan Buddhi, if it is there, then we are just being used, and we are just doing with the full of our capacity. Not like, I will not do, you make me do. No.
Correct.
I will give, yes. I will give my full contribution. So that is one thing. Second thing is that it should be Ishwar Arpan Buddhi. That whatever we are doing, we should not look for that credit. What we should look for is that it is devoted to the Almighty. Or in our case, you can devote it to the organization. You have done, you just devote it. And then the third thing which is there, the Ishwar Prasad Buddhi. Now returns are not in your hand. The famous verse says that Karmanya Vadikaraste Maphaleshu Kadachit.
Yes.
So Karmanya Vadikaraste means you have only right to perform the action, not to get the fruit. So we are rightful to do action, and we have that willpower. We are endowed with the willpower, so we have to just do the action. What comes should be taken, accepted as a prasad. So that is how I think we must adopt everywhere in life, not only in army, just one part of life. So I try to follow such things in life, so life has become easy, the professional life has become easy, and sometimes you don't want to do something, but yes, you are doing as an instrument with full capability. It is not like yes, I will do somehow. No, it has to be done with the full vigor and full positivity and
like full-hearted into that,
full-hearted.
that what you think, and that's what yoga is also telling.
Yes.
That's what dharma Krishna is telling in that you should perform your dharma, your duty as the main thing.
True. Very
and
true.
that in the initial that you said according to where we are, like you said about that,
True.
like wherever we are, like according to that our dharma, like in Bhagavad Gita it says swabhava and swadharma.
Yes.
Swabhava is like whatever according to our karmas. We are like you are in army.
Yes.
I'm teaching yoga, and before that I was an engineer. So
Yeah.
karmas are like can shift according to our deeds.
So the prarabdha plays a role. That
role.
what will you do? But the dharma tells you it should be done.
Should be done in
That-
what way, and
Yes.
taking care of the consequences
True,
also.
true.
Okay, great. So, like, I want to go a little bit deeper into that. You tell the philosophy of that, like how all these things are working. Any incidences like you want to share, which are like more impactful?
Okay.
If you would like to tell us, like, what you felt in those moments, in your heart, in your mind, and how you tackle with those situations using this philosophy of yoga and the spirituality.
Okay. So as far as yoga is concerned, I have already shared that karma yoga from Bhagavad Gita is something which in our daily life we can adopt also, and it is very, very effective. On the other side, if you ask me from military or from my training or from my entire career, what I have learned is we have a course called Commando course, and in that a very famous quote is written everywhere, that Mushkil Waqt Commando Sat.
Okay.
When going gets tough, the tough gets going.
Okay.
So that says that when the time is good for you, it is easy, that you will keep going. You will not ask questions. You will not be doubtful.
True.
But what a commando is, the person who, when looks at the difficulty, becomes even tougher than the difficulty. So that is the philosophy which sailed me through many life challenges at personal level, at professional level, and at any other possible level of life. So there are many occasions which we will not go deep into it. But yes, there are many times we have challenges like physical endurances and mental also. Like courses also, there are a lot of studies also involved somewhere. Somewhere a lot of physical strain is involved. Somewhere extreme climate is involved. So all these places, when you just remind yourself that you are first a soldier, then you become a commando. So you, as a commando, you have this spirit.
Yes.
So we ignite that spirit. That no, you cannot stop. You can go. So you have to become tougher than the difficulty level. So that's how I utilize it, and now same thing I'm applying with the karma yoga. So that is helping me a lot.
Yes, yes, and that's what you are continuing. That's what it is said. As you mentioned in the beginning, it's a mesh law, physical, mental, and then the family we create, and then we will have that social structure. And now you want to actualize, like what it is all about.
Yeah.
What it is all about. So going further, it's amazing, sir, to hear you, and really I'm feeling the energy. Now, like you have so many posting at different places, so different conditions, I hope, and anything on that, like whatever you feel like
in a nutshell,
you would like share.
I will share just the various kind of terrain I have been. So first of all, which I should have referred in the start of this session, is the gratitude I would like to extend first to my parents, especially my mother, who shaped me for the survival in the life.
Yes.
So that we called Artha Purushartha. So we have 4 Purushartha in life, that is Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. So first Purushartha is the Artha Purushartha, which teaches you how to survive in life. And that starts very in your family.
True.
Your mother teaches you how to eat, how to survive, how to do things. So I give my full gratitude to my mother first, and she was my guru also because she taught me everything. And then I went to school and all.
Amazing.
Thereafter, obviously, the grace of Almighty was all throughout with me. And then Indian Army, because I joined in a very young age.
Yeah, 17 and I think
Yes,
18.
17, 18, 17 and a half. So half of my life I have spent at home, and half of my life so far I have spent in army. So today almost it is a balance of 50-50%. So army has given me everything. Whatever I am today is all because of that. If you minus army from me, then I am just a school-going kid who is knowing nothing. Just he knows that we have to study this textbook and pass.
Yes.
That's it, nothing else. So everything I got is from this organization. So I'm very, very thankful to this. And all the people who have taught me through various stages of life, they have been many. So I cannot name them. So that's how I came to this stage. Now about the postings and all, Army gave me opportunity to serve almost all the parts of country. So I have been initially in Northeast for 3 years. Thereafter I went for training also in IIM Dehradun. Thereafter in part of UP. And thereafter I went to this Belgaum, which is nearby in Karnataka. 2 years I spent there in Commando wing as instructor. Thereafter I went to the Ladakh. Specific names I will not use.
No issue, no issue.
So
Yeah.
Ladakh also I served for 5-6 months. Thereafter again we are in part of Rajasthan. So that's how, if you see, almost all the parts of country I have covered.
You have traveled.
And I have done training also in Goa for 1.5 years.
Amazing.
that I forgot to mention.
Yeah.
Initially I started from there only. So all these terrains are a challenge itself, especially the high altitude and the extreme weather of the deserts.
Okay.
So yes, that gave that term we use in Vedantic study and our this thing is the tapas. So to endure the physical pain of extreme cold and hot, and endure the mental pain of that happiness and sadness. So all these part of tapas is already blessed to us in army. So we get all those extremes.
Yes.
So we keep learning from that.
Yes,
That shapes us.
amazing. So have you been to Siachen also?
Not exactly through that, but yes, I have been to high altitude. So that was enough for me to understand it, and it was the most, you can say, it the very close posting to me, which I always want to have, because at that place only I could continue my sadhana uninterrupted, and the place, energy, vibes, everything was so good and so facilitating that I found that that is the exactly place where yogis run to go there.
Yes,
So
correct.
we were being survived by army's effort. The yogi has to survive on his own.
On his own.
So
That
we were being paid to do
the sadhana and
to
all
do
the
sadhana.
like in
So
that.
there can be nothing like that. So all these things, that was the posting which I enjoyed the most.
And I can enjoy that right now also by your presence, sir. I can feel the energy, like how you are narrating that. It's really great to hear all those things. Now, as you explained, like all the territories, all your postings, you explained about your favorite place also.
Yeah.
Then coming to that, like when you came here, like in yoga, as you tell about that karma yoga also.
Yes.
So I want to know, like in spirituality and yoga, there is a, whenever we come, there is a very importance of guru.
Yes.
Whatever text, whatever book you go,
Yes.
they will say don't practice that without guru.
Yeah, very true.
So what is the importance of guru in your life, or do you have any guru you follow?
I think on very right moment you asked this question, and it is very pertinent. So I actually did not have any guru, because it is difficult after joining army. There are guru and guru only.
So many people help you.
Those are the guru who teach you in a harder way. So it is difficult to accept them as guru.
True.
So that is jokes apart. But yes, there are gurus who teach you different things. But if you talk about the spirituality, so I consider Osho as the first guru who, in his non-physical form, taught me through his discourses and books. I almost went across all the discourses,
Amazing.
and the books are out of the discourses only. So after him, if you ask me, then after coming here, there are many people who teach us, but there are some people who selflessly are serving the community.
True.
So I had a very valid doubt that I do meditation. When I sit, I feel like in bliss. so I don't feel like to now study and know things, and Gyan Uparjan is not required thereafter. I find myself in bliss. So I asked the Guruji, Arun ji is here. He taught us Ved, Upanishad and Darshan. So he started asking the volunteer for Vedantic Satsang. So I was blessed. I joined it.
Amazing.
And I very sincerely follow all his lectures. I make notes and recordings, keep recordings. So he taught us very well the basics. He started teaching us the basics. So I asked him question that, sir, I do meditation. And the ultimate aim of everything, Hatha Yoga leads to Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga leads to sit you in meditation. Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi are the last three steps. So ultimately you have to go into Samadhi. So why are we going for this knowledge and all these things?
Correct.
So he said that, see, you go into meditation and you come back from meditation, you have peace. But what happens when the stimulus comes? What happens after 1 hour, 2 hours when you're not into meditation? So then I realized, yes, after some time you lose that peace slowly, if the environment is not conducive.
Not conducive.
Like you have challenges of life, you have people around you, a difficult situation.
And the field in which you are, there are always challenges.
Yes,
going to be.
that is also there. So otherwise in normal life also,
true.
so we have likes and dislikes, Raga Dvesha is always there. So he said that, can you continue that? I said a little difficult because I have not reached that stage. So then he said that how it happens is, Gyan is something which clears your coverings. So you are unlayered. So unlayering when start happening, that bliss you are carrying, you are attaining from the meditation, you can carry it for longer. So that is what I could understand, and it was very meaningful because when I joined the Vedantic Satsang, there are so many terms which you can relate into your life, and then you will find that yes, this is the solution.
Any example you can give, like any terms?
Yes, for example, like he said that for Gyan, for Gyan Yoga, the qualifications are Vivek, Vairagya and Samadhik Shat Sampatti. So what is Vivek? Vivek, everybody says that Vivek is to differentiate right and wrong. But he very beautifully says that it is not blindly that right and wrong can be differentiated. Right and wrong, you have to be very particular in life situation how you decide what is right and wrong. For example, in Yama and Nema in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, we say that Satya, we should speak, we should not
Truth.
tell a lie. We should speak truth. But truth has qualifications.
True.
The first qualification, it should be truth. Second qualification is that it should not hurt the other person.
Amazing.
It should not be hurt the other person means it should be for larger good, not for the smaller good, but at the larger level it is hurting people. Or and third thing, you should not utilize it as a weapon. That बोलते हैं ना कि सच्चाई कड़वी होती है.
कड़वी होती है.
So सच्चाई अगर कड़वी है तो वो सच्चाई नहीं है.
नहीं है.
It does not qualify to be truth. So that is how he said that what is Vivek? Vivek is to first, the definition as per Vedantic knowledge, Vivek is to differentiate the Nitya and Anitya. That says the Nitya Anitya Vastu Viveka. That you should be aware. What is Nitya is Atman. So what is Anitya? Whatever is covering Atman is Anitya.
Amazing.
So we have to differentiate it. Now there are very subtle things, like I started from how the truth is facilitating this. Now come Vairagya. How Vairagya? Vairagya people just take it as if I have to drop my
everything.
car also, I have to drop my house also. That is Vairagya.
Yeah.
But he very beautifully expressed it that how to understand Vairagya is to give the proper importance to an object. How, like you have a car. You have come here till this point in a car. You cannot say after some time, I have Vairagya, so I don't own this car. Somebody asks whose car, so you say, no, it's not mine. But this is one extreme. The another extreme is that you are sitting here talking with me, but your eye is always on car. That you are too much having raga for car. So that Vairagya is in between. It is to give the due importance to that object, that it is a conveyance. You have come with it, you will go back. Coincidentally or accidentally, you have some accident, unfortunately, So what will you do? You should not get jittery. You should just accept it that it
What
happened.
happens.
It is a car only ultimately. Even I am anitya. Nitya nitya vastu vega comes here.
Yes.
Even I am anitya. Body is anitya. Not I am. Body is anitya. So why should worry? Car is anitya. It will also go by.
Yes.
So that differentiation if we have, so that is the second qualification to gain the knowledge. So that is how he started the Vedantic satsang, and he started with Tattva Bodha. So Tattva Bodha is a very beautiful text, very small text, but very, very beautifully given all the terms, and he explains in such a beautiful way that you understand the basic things, like we get confused in life.
True.
So coming back to that question which I asked, so he said that knowledge will be like endurance. It will stay with you. Yes, it will stay with you. Meditation, you can get bliss, but if knowledge is not clearing you, then that ignorance will again come. So that's how I started gaining this knowledge now. It's a Jnana Yoga, and also I'm trying to get these qualifications so that the knowledge is taken in the true sense.
Amazing, sir. And I think it's a coincidence. In the morning when I wake up, I was reading a booklet.
Okay.
And it was only about truth only.
Great.
And Shri Paramahansa ji said, like, if you say the truth directly, blindly, it's not truth at all. He gave an example. If suppose any blind person is going in front of you, you don't say, "Ye andhe idhar aa." Yeah, "Ye andhe side."
True. Very true.
It is the truth.
Yeah.
But as you said, it's hurting him.
It's hurting.
It's not proper.
It becomes hinsa.
Yes, hinsa also.
When truth becomes hinsa, it actually disqualifies the first yama.
True.
So,
and in the same way, he gives the second example. Suppose a thief is coming.
Yeah.
And there was sitting a saint.
True.
And some people are catching that thief.
Yeah.
And he went to one side.
Yeah.
And then they asked that those person who is following them, where that went
thief
away.
Has gone, yeah.
And he said this side.
Yeah.
And they catch him and they murder him. What that truth is all about.
That truth
He say maybe in spite of saying that, he maybe remain silent.
True.
Or he may say he go other way around.
Yeah.
Because the life is what, so as you said, it's more of practical.
True.
It's more, should be not just directly what somebody says, you go with that.
Yes.
And second thing that you explored, like it's like a layer. Whenever I drink that coconut water here, that imagination came in my mind, life is like a coconut. Yesterday I was saying to Prakash only that. These are like layers.
Yeah.
You go inside and so much of that sweet.
No, it is like onion. You
well.
keep unlayering it,
Yes.
there is nothing inside.
Nothing
And
inside.
that nothingness is everything.
True. In Upanishad also such stories given, like you open that seed, nothing is
The
there.
Bhrigu Varna story is this only.
Yes. So it is more of like gross to subtle, as you explained.
Yeah.
It's more, and our life are also like gross to subtle. You mentioned that Panch Kosha
Very
also.
true.
Amazing, sir, and it's getting deeper and deeper, and I'm also like feeling, I'm also getting Tattva Bodha and sitting in front of you. Amazing, like how you are connecting your everything, and what I'm feeling is simplicity is what overflowing you, and acceptance, as you said, acceptance is very important part. So moving further on, and I would like to ask you a question. This is for audience and people, like when I was young, right now I'm also young, that I should also join, I should also join army, and like I should also connect with that, but somehow not able to do. But today I have a chance to connect with you. So those who want to join an army or want to go into an armed forces like army, navy and air force, how they can like go into that anyway, or what's your experience with that, like how they can connect?
Very relevant question. First I will answer it from a higher perspective.
Okay.
So the first thing is that they should go. If they don't go, then what? So the answer is, life has time and space for everything. If we are sitting here, then it is with some purpose. Armed forces is an organization. You may name it whatever. It is an instrument also to protect democracy. Now people are fascinated. Fascinated with what? With the uniform, with the way of living, with the way of communicating things with clarity, and all many other factors. This is in Adhyatma journey. I think it is just a booster to our ego.
Okay.
So no, it is not like that I am saying that it's not good, but I am saying that instead of getting fascinated with such things, we should get fascinated based on our varna. Varna is something which we started, which was in India, and now we have, transformed it into caste and all, so which is very irrelevant thing.
Correct.
So now, come back to varna. You have an instinct, that is your varna. You may be varna. Bhagavad Gita says that.
I will also add that point.
Yeah.
The beautiful, like so many people are corrupted with that concept.
Yes.
What Krishna is saying, it should be according to your guna.
Yes.
Like
Good.
as we have sattva, rajas, tamas.
Yes.
According to the quality, not the family you are born in.
Yeah.
Like so many people are there who are born in that such family, but they are not showing that quality.
True.
Degrading qualities.
Yeah.
And those who are in like lower family, but still they have that desire to express that
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
And we see in Narad Bhakti Sutra also,
Yeah.
because of that wrong deed, Narad also
True. Yeah.
took the birth in the clay. So
True.
you are right in that. Please, sir, continue.
So that's what I was trying to convey. We all have got some instinct which was classified into varna. So we have 4 varnas, as I mentioned, the Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. No varna is at a level.
True.
There is no label. They all are at a same place, same level. What the classification is, that your prarabdha, your past janma karma, which are fructifying this life, decide that how will you react. Your sanskaras of past janma will decide what kind of person you will be.
True.
And it is added with your willpower, which is endowed to the human beings. That using your willpower you can change. So that is called the karma. Due to karma you change your varna. That is gradual process that you can change. And another is the janam, the kind of family you get born into. It is doing some particular job. So you get that hereditary qualities in it.
Correct, definitely.
And what we learned is that your sanskara decide your birth in a specific place, in a specific family. So why did you take birth in that family? Because you have those instincts.
True.
So now coming back to armed forces, it should not be fascination. It should be a true selfless service attitude if you have, and if you are ready to face the odds, then you are always welcome. And second thing, if you find that you are not making it up because of medical issues, because of any other competitive issue or whatever, don't take it as the last resort. Life is not to do the service in armed forces. Life is to do the service. Service in general.
True.
So you gain mastery over your in other fields, and then start exploring this. The karma yoga is the basis. You have to do karma. We take birth, we are bound to do karma.
True.
Even if we don't do, then also
Then
karma is
also
happening.
karma is happening.
So let's take it this way, that before coming to army, it should not be, again, it should be a vairagya. It should not be because of raga. It should not be because of attachment. Because I have seen the youth is doing suicides also. If they don't get job, yes, they don't get job, then they are becoming mad, they are becoming mental. Why? Because this is not the place the God has decided for you. There is a better place for you.
True.
So it is like, if you try, you succeed, go ahead and try with full vigor and full positivity and just go through. If you can, yes, always welcome.
Amazing. So what I'm taking out of that is, everyone should do their introspection
Yes.
according to where they are, what
Absolutely.
skills they have, and
True.
then accordingly, if they are fitting, they
Yeah.
should come.
Yes.
And they can see your advice also, and the clarity with which you are explaining.
Yeah.
That's what
True.
you
That
are having.
clarity is the first thing.
Yes.
Second aspect, probably you wanted to ask, is how to get in. How to get in is very easy. JoinIndianArmy.com is there. Everything is there. All qualifications are given. All rally. These days, information is on your tips.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this time.
Yes, all the information is there. What we don't have is our own information. So I will only say that first you get your own information,
Yes,
then look for that information which suits you. So that is how the approach should be.
Definitely. Others can help us, and this is what I feel like we don't have the guidance. Somewhere I was reading, it happens like till the age of 30,
Yeah,
we don't know what to do.
very true.
कहीं लिखा था कि जब तक हमारी जवानी रहती है हमें पता ही नहीं है हमें करना क्या है.
Yes.
और when that energy gone away, then we don't know where to go.
Yeah. On this only, I remember one small incident. When I just completed my 12th, I was not aware what to do. So I used to just write engineering or defense or whatever, 3-4 things only I knew. So I filled the form for AIEEE, All India Engineering Entrance Exam. So my parents told me that first thing, you are not that bright, that you will get a good rank.
Okay, your parent told you that.
Yeah. So no, though I was very hardworking, but the competition was too high.
Okay.
So they presumed that I will not clear it in that higher rank.
Okay.
So I will not get government seat.
Okay.
And we didn't have that much of resources that time that they can afford for me to become engineer and then all this. So they said that there is a recruitment rally, you go for that, you try that.
Okay.
And I also realized they are saying the right thing. I should try for that. हो गया तो ठीक है. So I went for that and it clicked. And now I realize that that was the time and that was the space for me to go there, and life started changing from there only. It was all changing from there.
Just you followed what is shown to you, and suddenly
It happened. I will say it happened. I was just open that let
whatever
comes,
is going to happen,
whatever comes, let it happen.
Okay,
So we'll do.
amazing.
Yeah.
So we are coming to like last part of this, and I will ask you some more question, like last one.
Yeah.
This is more personal. Like
Okay.
in any point of your life, have you felt like you are at the like too lower part in your life, like feeling like
yes.
getting defeated or any challenge, like, and then suddenly somehow guided you, or that anything like you want to share?
Yes.
Like,
Yes. There were times, not specifically.
because these are the things like everyone wants to know. Like everyone knows the success that we show. Like this is so good, great. But
Very true.
anything like there you would say.
There were occasions, professionally not, because professionally I never found any problem, because I am from Himachal and that part of country is such that people are very having hardship in their blood.
True.
So when I joined the training also, I found, what is this training? This is nothing.
Yes.
I do more than that. So professionally I never faced any challenges. Other
So
challenges.
indirectly you are saying Himachali people can come
Easily. And there is a lot of intake from Himachal.
Yeah, great.
So there were other challenges in life, but I was never low in life. Like people say, I felt like to self-harm or all this bullshit. That never happened to me. Maybe because of God's grace or whatever. But yes, some things, like I told, that when going gets tough, the tough gets going. This I learned in 2015-16 during my Commando course, and I follow it whenever the situation is tough. I followed that. And second thing what I followed is that when the situation is not conducive, when the things are too difficult to handle, just follow the basic. What is basic? That you go to the dharma. Dharma is what? To do your basic things. So there were times which were challenging mentally. So I started following my some instincts, like I play saxophone. I started learning that time. I picked it up and I started playing it. Whenever I used to get time, I just used to play it. I used to sing. I used to record songs. So all these things, passionate things, I started doing. So I started feeling better. Better means I managed myself very well. So for me, if you ask, there was never low time in my life.
I got you because you transformed your energy.
True. Yes.
You mentioned that E to MC square. So you know how to like transform your energy. Life is all about transformation.
True, absolutely.
And you can transform into like negativity, positivity, whatever.
Absolutely.
So coming to an end, and it's amazing. Let's play the game of 3.
Yeah.
And it's more about, I will ask you, because 3 is a very spiritual number, and 3 it's very important. And so I will would like to ask you the 3 people that impacted you or like transformed your life. 3 places that really still you remember those places, you want to go again. 3 books.
Okay.
We would and 3 movies if you want to say any. If you do you watch any movie?
No, I hardly watch movies.
Okay,
I watch movie if my wife is willing, and yes.
Okay, so better you tell the movies of her choice.
Movies, actually we both are not kind of going for movie. We have a good TV big at our home. It stays switched off always.
But you see only switch off. That's fine.
That black screen is always there.
Screen, okay. So coming to like 3 books that you want to say to others. Like.
Okay, books. The first book I read passionately and with great detail was of Osho's. That was मैं मृत्यु से खाता हूँ. It is a Hindi book. Everybody can read it. It has got so many insights in it. I don't know how did I come to that book
Okay.
to study it.
Okay.
And thereafter I studied many other self-help books, like Stephen R. Covey is a writer whose 7 Habits of
Okay,
Highly
yeah.
Effective People.
That is
It is
I
very
also-
very good book.
Good.
But literally and honestly, I tell you, now after learning and going through Vedanta, I find those 7 habits are just nothing.
Yeah, true. That
It
happens.
is, yeah, it is working on superficial level. It is actually working on superficial level. If you have to literally understand
yes.
how the human instincts work, you come to Vedanta.
Come to Vedanta, and that's what happened. I met someone.
Yeah.
He came to first like psychology, did a master's in that. Now came to spirituality.
Okay.
He said, wow, what I was doing there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here they are saying directly what the thing
True.
there. Okay,
Very
coming on to then next, yes, 3 places like
Yeah. Then again, places.
You can tell the spiritual place as
third
well?
book is left.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
there are many books. Even I don't recall the name exactly, but the Book of Secrets.
okay.
This-
That was the first book that I read.
Yeah, Book of Secret is a book is actually compiled out of the discourses given by Osho. It is on the Kashmir Shaivism. It is based on the Tantra.
Okay.
All 112 techniques of Tantra
Yeah.
are described by Osho in his series of lectures.
Okay.
So I got that copy in 2015, 14, somewhere, 12, 13, 14. So I read through that book. So that is fantastic book. If you want to learn the techniques to do the dharana part of it, to
Concentration,
focus. To first
focus.
focus, and then to go to dhyana, you continue.
Amazing. Then let's go to 3 places.
So 3 places, first place I told you just now that in Ladakh, it is precisely somewhere in Kargil. So that was the fantastic place I found.
Okay.
The energy, vibes, and the kind of geography.
And we
that
can even
had.
feel that energy.
Absolutely. So that was it. Place where I used to wake up without alarm at 3:30 automatically.
Nature was in it like
Yes.
100% concentration.
Though there is no nature, there is only rocks. Only rocks are there, nothing else.
And
is there.
rocks and the
Yeah.
spirituality, deep
Yes.
connection there. Yeah.
Sometime you will see the brown rocks, or
Okay.
sometime you will see the white layer of the snow. That's it.
Amazing.
But yes, it was amazing place.
Second place.
And then second place is the Belgaum, where I stayed for 2 years.
Amazing.
It is again a very beautiful, wonderful place.
Okay.
Then I've been to Bhutan once. It is again a very fantastic country to be. Very disciplined people, lot of humility, and you see the happiness index.
Amazing. Okay. Let me change the question for you. That
Okay.
movie one with the food.
Yeah.
3 foods that you like.
Okay, yes, again, for food also, I'm not choosy.
Okay.
I just want the simple sattvic food.
And the situation made you because
Yes,
you are traveling
absolutely.
most of the time, so you better adopt, like, don't
Yes.
choose the food.
In army also we can make choices, that's not a problem. But I don't know, I'm like this only from...
And that tells us about you, that self-control that you have.
Yes,
somewhat.
that
Yes,
is there,
yes.
that is, yes. There.
So, because time is going on, so we
Yeah.
will coming to like any final input you want to say and you want to tell, you can say. Yes.
Yeah, we are sitting at a place which is what we call rainbow color.
Yeah.
And this rainbow color is same as of the chakras.
Yeah.
So chakra colors are opposite of this. So the Mooladhara should be on top, or this color red should be at bottom. So again I started with the Maslow's theory, and I again come back to Maslow's theory. Maslow's hierarchy of needs starts with the physiological needs, which has first is the food, water, shelter, clothes, everything.
Correct.
And then is this security. So these 2 things are physiological needs. They are depicted with the red and orange color.
Amazing.
So there is a connection between Maslow's theory and this what I was talking about,
Chakras. Correct.
So then comes the psychological need, that is the love and affection, and thereafter come the esteem, self-esteem. So these 2 things are psychological. So they are again connected with the higher chakras.
Higher chakras.
That first is Mooladhara, that is connected with the physiological.
Physiological.
Then is Swadhisthana chakra,
Swadhisthana.
that is connected with your sense of security. Then comes your Manipur chakra, so that is connected with your love and belongingness. Then comes the Anahata, that is connected with your this thing, self-esteem. And thereafter the 3 higher chakras which are there, that is Vishuddhi, Agya chakra and Sahasrara. They are the self-actualization depicted with this color.
Yes.
the purple color.
And
where
we
we
are sitting at that.
Yes. So we have attained the self-actualization.
Yeah, then we are thinking about
we are
that.
sitting
Okay.
here. So that is how that connection is there. And what I wanted to convey is that we should start from the basic needs. And basic needs should always remain basic. They should not become the self-actualization.
Amazing.
So first we should get a job, a sense of security financially, and then social security, that the emotional security, and then we should go for self-actualization.
Amazing, sir. Amazing how you like that shows the level of awareness you have, like, and that shows why we choose these places, because before doing that we have been to many places to choose that place. So as you said, everything has a place, everything has a time to go on.
Yeah.
And so as to summarize that, what I learned from you is the simplicity, the acceptance, and that willpower to never die.
True.
And the interconnectedness that you are, and that willpower is coming from because you are connecting your spirituality from your childhood. As you said, when you entered into the army, that Osho helped you in that way.
Yes.
And Guru has a really, who in whatever form it comes,
whatever
like
form.
we say Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat. That light is the one.
Absolutely.
Like as you said, there are 7 colors.
Yeah.
But one color is white only.
Yeah. Yes.
So in that way, what I feel, and that is shown in what conversation we have, and healing to me as well, and I hope it's same for you.
Yeah.
And because nature is again unmanifesting, so we will also try to unmanifest. And finally, I will ask you any suggestion for me.
You are always connected with me, so suggestions are as such. We are on the
Or they
right
will
path.
keep coming.
Yes. So
Later.
it is like we are the learners.
Yeah.
So we will keep sharing.
Yes.
And there is no one suggestion for anybody. It is a continuous process.
Yes, continuous process.
And you are also on the same path. So we are on the right track.
I mean,
We have to just continue.
So as sir said, we have to continue, and you have seen in this podcast the beautiful journey of sir sitting with us, and how with that love, how with that passion he expressed everything, but still he's sitting calmly, peaceful and smiling. That's the beauty of all those things. So I will say, please go through all this podcast. If you want to know about sir, you want to know about that army life, you want to know about the defense life, and the terrains that sir covered, or the people who are in the army they cover, and you can share this podcast with others, and so that they can also know about there. If any failure is there with that army life or something, they can go and heal their body, mind and soul. So keep connected with us. We will come back with some new podcast. I hope sir will again come back and enlighten us with some new energy.
Yeah, okay, last one thing I just did not mention, that army gave me everything which I mentioned, and now I have got this also due to that thing only. So I am doing all these things during my leave. I just want to give it back to the organization, so that whatever is given is gratefully, with full of gratitude, I revert it back. So that also is a virtue, or the way we should live the life.
That is what India, Bharat is all about. That's what yesterday I was with Guruji, he said the same thing.
Yeah. Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam is our philosophy.
Yes, and spirituality is not about taking, it's about giving.
It is giving, yes. And be and make.
Be and
that
make.
Is what, that first you be,
yes,
and then you make the world like that.
Yes. And someone told me, the one who gives is the Devata.
Yes.
The one who takes is Levata.
Yes.
So with that note, we will go into the darkness. Enjoy your life. We will meet again. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you. A Way to Bliss is hosted by Ashish, who has a deep desire to connect with people, to converse with people on their journey of yoga in search of bliss and their life transforming stories which can heal your body, mind and soul. If you find these conversations insightful, please share with your close ones to heal their mind.